Brad Williams, Excel Prime.
Using the average if function. The average if function is similar to the sum if function and the count if function. There is a little niche here, or just an area you need to be cognizant of. We're using letters here, we're using text. And the way Excel counts text is you have to use a little creativity. In this function here, what we're looking for are groups with blanks. We're using the average ifs. Here's the criteria: average range, range, criteria, and optional or range 2 and criteria 2. The function looks like this: C5 to C16 is the average range. That's what we're trying to average. Based on the criteria range, this is the criteria range here, which is D5 to D16. And what's the criteria? Greater than blank. And that's the way Excel interprets letters. Let's say there's a space in between. Somebody entered a space bar. Excel will look at that as a blank, remove that space bar and put a number. Excel will also look at that as a blank. So just be aware of some of the nuances within Excel. Blank that out. How does it work? We're going to go through group with blanks. Here, even though it looks like a blank, there's a space bar. There's a space bar here and there's a space bar there. What does it do? It looks at this criteria, and if there's a space bar, it won't use that number as an average. So how do we come up with 359? Well, if you go in and manually do this, add up everything that seems to be a non-blank, it's C16, 15, 13, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, and divide it by 9, you come up with 359, and using this average if, comes up with the same number. The second argument, what we're looking at is less than or equal to, and what's that saying is anything that is not blank, we're going to average. And that's what it did. We looked at the average here, price 138, and then we used the average ifs and we come up with the same number. Why? Well, because there's the space bar, space bar, space bar. If we remove the space bar, delete, this number changes. Why? Because it's a blank. And this is saying not blank. Here, blank, blank. And what happens? We're just adding up the exact same criteria as group with blanks because we just added blanks. Add one, add one, add one. And what happens? Based on this criteria, one is recognized without a blank, but up here, it's still considered, based on this criteria, it's still considered a blank. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control C. The space bars are back in here and the average is still the same. Just one of those need to know kind of deals. If you're dealing with letters in the average if, remember spacebar blank blank will count the letters, but it won't count numbers or any other characters.
Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Thanks for watching.